The following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health. Coming up, keep your eye on the ball. 14 teams have reached the state championship stage.
Hey, Dog Pound, thanks for showing up.
Rumson Fairhaven is back at Rutgers, following a thrilling win against Willingboro in a Game of the Year nominee. Trayshawn Dye is the state's first 2,000-yard rusher. We'll show you Passaic Tech's return to the Group 5 state final. And Del Barton books its ticket to MetLife Stadium and the non-public A state championship. We'll show you the Green Wave state semifinal win over Seton Hall Prep.
Our goal is just to make everyone aware of what's happening in Russia and just keep him in the news, keep him in your thoughts, in your conversations, so we can bring home Evan as soon as we can.
Princeton High used its state championship platform to promote its former captain's release from a Russian prison. Plus, you'll be inspired when you see the unified athletes from Toms River East and Wall play flag football at RWJ Barnabas Health's Field of Dreams. Be part of the frenzy. It's another week from the best in New Jersey high school sports.
I've been waiting to say this for 8 years. We're going to state! Yeah!
Jersey Sports Zone TV starts now.
Jersey Sports Zone! Jersey Sports Zone!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. I'm Rich Krampanis. This week's show comes to you from Toms River at the RWJ Barnabas Health Field of Dreams. A little bit later in the show, we're going to show you some unified athletes from Toms River East and Wall that show you what sports is all about. But first, let's get started with the high school football state playoffs. The state finals matchups are now set. We've got great semifinal action from over the weekend. Jay Cook kicks off this week's coverage.
Thanks, Rich. I'm here in Morristown, where we're going to figure out who is going to punch their tickets to the non-public A state championship. Seton Hall Prep comes into this game after a massive upset win over St. Joe's Montvale. But Del Barton, who's been number 2 in New Jersey, looks to continue the hot play and get to MetLife Stadium. Del Barton leaned on the ground game right away. Ryan Trafford races in on the short touchdown run. The Green Wave take a 7-0 lead. Delby's defense has been so good over the last month. Liam Londergan's pass is tipped up by Troy Bailey, intercepted by Dallas Hurley. That leads to another short Ryan Trafford touchdown to make it 14-0. Trafford, the Navy lacrosse commit, had an A-plus first half. Here's his 3rd touchdown of the day. Del Barton is all systems go. They lead 21-0. The ground game forced Seton Hall Prep to load the box. Del Barton took their shot over the top. Philip Fulmer has a 45-yard touchdown. The Green Wave lead 28-9 at the half. After the break, Seton Hall Prep takes to the air. Julius Vicari had 11 catches for 249 yards and this touchdown. Wow, the Pirates, though, trail 31-15 at the end of 3. But Saturday was the Ryan Trafford show. 37 carries, 220 yards, 4 touchdowns. That is why Del Barton gets a spot in the non-public A state final. 38-23 is the final. The Green Wave are in the midst of a magical season, and they're one game away from greatness.
We kind of relied on what got us here, and that is a very strong run game, a very stout defense with good special teams. You know what? November football, you have to have that.
And, that just shows that, we wanted it more than them. Our O-line was just relentless, and it opened up some holes, so it was definitely great.
Union City and Passaic Tech are 2 extremely familiar foes. The Soaring Eagles and Bulldogs are playing for the 4th time in 2 seasons, and tonight, everything is on the line. What else did you expect? We've got a defensive battle on our hands. It's a scoreless tie at the break. Third quarter now. The Bulldog offense gets moving. Makeo Taylor finds Jovan Tyrell on the boundary. Tyrell makes a man miss, and he's got 20 yards. On the next play, everyone in the house thinks Trayshawn Dye is getting the carry. Nope. Makeo Taylor keeps it himself for a 10-yard touchdown. Taylor gives his Bulldogs a 7-0 lead with 4:19 left here in the third. This PCTI defense was locked in. Final play of the third, Union City goes for it again on 4th and short. Trayvon Dye and Victor Echevarria make the TFL. This is the first play of the fourth. Trayshawn Dye finally breaks a big run. The senior has a huge gain. This pickup plus a penalty equals a 66-yard gain. And on the next play, Trayshawn Dye makes a house call from 17 yards out, and he eclipses 2,000 rushing yards on the season. Yes, that's for real. From here on out, the Bulldogs will milk the clock with their ground game, and they are going to secure their spot in the Group 5 state championship for the second straight season. 14-0 is the final. Passaic Tech is now 13-0 on the year. The Bulldogs will face Toms River North in a rematch of last year's Group 5 final. But before that, Trayshawn Dye reflected on defeating Union City for the 4th time in 2 seasons.
Union City is amazing. You know, they're a great team, hard-nosed football. They have a really good defense. Today it was about who got the ball last, and we got the ball last and we made the best of it. We played a hard defense, and that was very important.
Owen O'Toole and Rumson Fairhaven looking to return to Rutgers for the state finals. It's RFH hosting Willingboro. Third quarter, remember the name. Lamar Best is one of New Jersey's best young players. He sheds tackles, and he's gone. A 30-yard touchdown run. Willingboro with a 22-14 lead. Both teams go back and forth the entire second half. O'Toole to Mateo Gangemi. What a big-time catch to the 16. Then a big run for Alistair Orr. He nearly gets into the zone. It's a 15-yard run to the 1-yard line. O'Toole caps off the drive. He's in there from a yard out. At the end of 3, buckle up. We're tied up at 22. Rumson runs the hurry-up offense. It's Orr with his second touchdown run of the game. Great second effort on the 5-yard score. RFH with a 29-28 lead. 9:46 to go. Willingboro looked like they were ready to take the lead right back. Rymier Johnson with a big run, major yardage, but hold on, the ball comes loose. Wesley Kennedy falls on the fumble. Rumson back in business at its own 14. RFH turns to Kellen Murray. The sophomore is in the zone from 8 yards out. It's now 35-28 Bulldogs. The Chimeras looking for last-minute magic. Best to the end zone. Danny Cook gets a hand on it. It's in the air, and Cook has an unbelievable interception. The senior with his first career interception, and it's one for the ages. 35-28 is your final. Rumson Fairhaven will face Westwood at Rutgers for the Group 2 title after Thanksgiving.
Didn't play much in the first half. Got a couple reps in at linebacker. Corner goes down, 4th quarter. I knew I had to step up. Knew that the game was going to end up with them testing me, and I performed.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here, coming to you from Mountain Lakes. The high school football season continues on, and we are one stop away from the Group 1 state championship.
After a first-round exit last year, the Bulldogs under first-year head coach Naz Oliver claim their first sectional title since 2017. They take on a Mountain Lake squad who is looking to make it back to the big game after falling to Woodbury in 2022. And it's Lakes with a 14-6 lead to end the first. Following a 15-yard personal foul on Shabazz, Ian Rezapagic takes advantage with a 5-yard touchdown with 8:07 remaining to make it 21-6 Herd. Next touch for Shabazz, Naz Smith's pass is tipped, but Nyad Walker is there for the unexpected 6. That cuts the lead to 21-12. Lakes pushing it to 35-12 at halftime. 4th quarter, we're still at that score. Jordan Hernando takes the handoff, and you already know where he's headed, to the crib. Hernando extends the lead to 42-12 2 minutes in with a 42-yard touchdown. And that would do it. 49-12 your final. Mountain Lakes headed back to the Group 1 state final. Ian Redzapagic and Ben Miniter each finishing with 3 touchdowns. They'll look to redeem their loss in the big game from last year when they take on Glassboro. We caught up with quarterback Ben Miniter after.
We knew there was a lot of noise coming in with Sabaz, but what we focused on in this week, we weren't worried about the other team. We were worried about ourselves because we knew they didn't have the brotherhood. They brought a bunch of kids in, but the kids we have here on the team, we've been playing together for 10 years. We like the brotherhood we have, no one else has, and that's what we were just fighting for each other out there.
Time for us to take a break. When we come back, Princeton wins a state title on the pitch and sheds light on one of its former captains, who's an imprisoned journalist in Russia. We've got that story when Jersey Sports Zone TV continues.
Kozlovsky, Mr. Kozlovsky. Sanchez, Miss Sanchez. Scarlett, Scarlett, Scarlett Knight.
RWJ Barnabas Health and Rutgers University Athletics are proud to partner together as we bring better health to all the communities we serve. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
JAG Physical Therapy. It's the athlete's choice for all ages to keep you in the game you love.
With over 140 locations throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York, JAG Physical Therapy is an in-network physical, occupational, and hand therapy provider.
Our experienced, caring physical therapists and athletic trainers are invested in your full recovery.
Get back the life you love at JAG Physical Therapy.
We go into the JSZ archives for a blast from the past, brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates.
Hey everyone, I'm James Mooney. Former Miss Hoop Zone Zoe Brooks helped NC State beat UConn last weekend. Earlier this year, Mike Frankel saw Brooks hit a buzzer beater to give St. John Vianney a sectional championship.
So here we go. After the timeout, Brooks gives the ball up and then gets it back. Time running out as she drives through the lane. The shot at the buzzer is good. Zoe Brooks beats the buzzer for the sectional championship. 63-61 the final. Brooks puts St. John Vianney on her back in the second half and hits the shot of the season. The Lancers win another non-public A-South title.
We ran a play and they were overplaying me, so I knew I had to come back around, and I knew I didn't have much time, so I just took the shot that I'm most comfortable with. This was a big game. This was bigger than Lehigh to us because this actually meant something. We play as a team, and I love them.
Blast from the Past is brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates, a proud sponsor of Jersey Sports Zone for the last 5 years.
Hey, welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm Jay Cook with JerseySportsZone.com. Sometimes the stories we tell go outside state lines, but this is one that goes outside national lines. Princeton High School finished off one of the best years in program history, and they did it all playing for something bigger than them. The Little Tigers dedicated their championship season to one of their own. Princeton High School's boys soccer team played for a higher cause in 2023.
So Evan Gershkovich was the captain of our 09 state championship team, and he is currently held captive in Russia, and we're just trying to bring awareness to bring him back safely.
Gershkovich is a journalist with the Wall Street Journal who was arrested in Russia by Russian authorities back in March. He's been detained since then on charges of espionage, which the United States government and the Wall Street Journal both vehemently deny. The Little Tigers dedicated their entire season to bringing awareness to Evan's situation. After all, the 2010 grad from Princeton High School is one of their own.
Yeah, we've definitely fought for him in Russia, and we feel for his family, and this community at Princeton's just really amazing. Everyone's supporting each other, and
all year we've been playing for Evan Gershkovich, so you'll see the signs is free Evan, and our goal is just to make everyone aware of what's happening in Russia and just keep him in the news, keep him in your thoughts, in your conversations, so we can bring home Evan as soon as we can.
Their calls to free Evan reached the statewide stage when Princeton faced Kearney in the Group 4 state championship game. Freshman Harvey Smith scored the game's opening goal, and instead of a crazy celebration, he lifted his shirt to show solidarity.
I mean, it's sort of more like motivation. Like, he's there, he used to play for us, and yeah, it's motivation to do everything for him, and succeed for him.
Princeton went on to a thrilling 3-2 win over Kearney for their first outright state championship since 2009, when Evan Gershkovich was leading the team. 14 years later, these Princeton high school players are playing for him.
Definitely. That's what all we're trying to do. We're trying to bring awareness towards it for sure. Because obviously he's unfairly stuck in Russia right now, and like he doesn't deserve what he has right now. He definitely deserves to be able to come back. He was a great person, and we'd love to see him come back. So that's all we're doing, trying to bring awareness to that fact right there.
The guys that are here in the stands, all the alumni, they all play with him. They're still friends with him. Wayne Sutcliffe has been here 26 years. He coached him. So once you win a state title at PHS, you are a legend here at PHS.
Reporting for Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Jay Cook.
Time to step away. When we come back, Wall and Toms River East show us unified athletes getting their chance to experience the thrill of football. We'll take you to RWJ Barnabas Health's Field of Dreams in Toms River when we return.
This is our promise: to protect your heart in every way we can, to give you a better quality of life and more time with your loved ones, to be your most trusted source for innovative heart surgery and procedures, and to bring nationally renowned care to every heart in every community. At RWJ Barnabas Health, our hearts beat for you.
Football in November brings the big game atmosphere, and it was only fitting that the unified sports athletes from Wall and Toms River East got that treatment in a flag football showdown at Toms River's Field of Dreams.
It's not just a game, it's an event. You can see the fans here, all the support we have. It's really special.
We try to teach all the kids about sportsmanship, but they could all learn from these guys. When the other team scores a touchdown, they go over and celebrate.
Both teams left it all out on the field, energized by the capacity crowd. After Justin Scott made this house call, he was just as excited for an in-game interview.
Can you give me another touchdown? Is that going to be possible?
Yes, I'll eat you another touchdown right now.
Wall's coaching staff had a big boost thanks to its mentors, which included Crimson Knights varsity athletes.
I admire all these kids. They inspire me every day, coming out in front of everybody and playing the way they do. They play hard, they play fast, they're giving it their all.
Great coach. He just did good. Yeah, we could have won, but we did good.
Carvon was all over the field, making tackles almost every play. He had an interception. He was the quarterback, threw some balls, ran some balls, handed them off, leader of the offense, and he made sure it all happened. Yeah, there you go.
Kaylee Grober is a member of Wall's swim and surf teams. She saw Rachel Ortiz begin the day shy and not eager to play. But as the game went on, Ortiz came to life, busting open 2 long touchdown runs. Then she started grabbing flags on defense. And with that, a smile. A victory well beyond any football statistic.
So coming in when we first got here, Rachel was like, I want to go home. She wasn't really in the mood to play. And then the second she got on the field, I hyped her up, and at the end of the day, she's the MVP, and it just brightened my day being able to work with her today.
Up until this point, all of our practices, you did see a little shy, reserved, but today she really shined, and I saw a little smile, and that makes all the difference.
RWJ Barnabas Health's Field of Dreams is a one-of-a-kind facility for special needs kids that has an innovative playground in addition to the chance to play multiple sports all in one place.
Well, that's the vision that my wife Mary and I had, 5-6 years ago when we decided to build the country's only special needs complex, which is create typical experiences that we, as typical people, take for granted, but special needs people don't have an opportunity to take. We wanted to make a complex that redefines the word inclusion, which is face-to-face, full engagement.
The hope is for more schools to start unified sports flag football.
You have a short conference for typical schools. Why you can't have a short conference for those with special needs, to me, is, I don't understand why that can't happen.
These athletes from Toms River East and Wall remind us all about the joy that sports bring.
Can you tell me how much fun you had out here?
I had a lot of fun.
You want to shout out?
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
In Toms River, I'm Rich Krampanis for JerseySportsZone.com. Time for one more break. State semifinal football brings us another great batch of JSZ top plays. Find out who's in the #1 spot when we come back.
This is the reason for everything we do. It's also why we received national recognition in pediatric orthopedics. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together.
It's really nice to be in a situation, in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family, and I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
When it comes to pediatric care, only the best will do. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here with the Recruiting Roundup. We're back out on the mat this week as another big wrestling prospect announced his commitment to Cornell. Hailing from St. John Vianney, let's get to know Anthony Knox.
Gearing up for his junior season at St. John Vianney, Anthony Knox has already left his mark as a Lancer. The country's top 120-pounder is a two-time state champion that is currently ranked number 4 in the class of 2025. Knox will look to keep adding to the trophy case this winter barring injury. With a host of offers, Anthony Knox will be just the latest New Jersey wrestling prospect to announce his commitment to Cornell University.
Hey, welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm Jay Cook with JerseySportsZone.com. Last weekend, state champions on the girls' soccer side were crowned, and some of the biggest plays captured by our cameras down at Franklin High School will be included in this week's JSZ Top 10 Plays of the Week. So without further ado, let's take a look and see some of the best in New Jersey. Number 10.
In the 79th minute, Hawes goes top shelf from a tough angle. What a shot from Abigail Hawes. The junior's second goal of the match ices this one as Mountain Lakes repeats as Group 1 state champions.
Number 9.
With that, we jump to the 4th. Ensuing drive, it's a handoff to Jordan Hernando. He had to get off me sauce at breakfast, so you already know where he's headed. To the crib. A 42-yard touchdown run, busting this one open to a 42-12 lead 2 minutes in.
Number 8. Freehold Township is on the attack early in this game. Haley Santiago brings it into the offensive zone. Gabby Parker feeds it back to Santiago. And the senior buries the shot on the near post. The Patriots go up 1-0 in the 7th minute of play. Number 7.
The Eagles look to respond after the pick six. Ruffin looks deep down the field for Jalen Hornsby. He makes a man miss, and he is gone. It's a 76-yard strike to the Texas A&M commit. Winslow makes it 21-7.
Number 6.
Kaj Sanders giving Bergen Catholic some much-needed breathing room to start the second. Sanders hits the sideline, and when he accelerates like that, call off the search team. He's in the end zone with 6. Sanders hoofs it 55 yards to give the Crusaders the lead.
Number 5.
Willingboro looked like they were ready to take the lead right back. Rymier Johnson with a big run, major yardage, but hold on, the ball comes loose. Wesley Kennedy falls on the fumble. The first turnover of the ball game was huge. Take another look. Cole Pangborn, number 22, is the man who forces the fumble. Rumson's defense has so many players who step up and contribute. Big props to Pangborn and Kennedy, who finishes the play.
Number 4.
In round 6, after Shawnee misses, Abby Droner has the state title on her left foot, and there it is! The junior gives Chatham its first girls soccer state title since 2004, and the Cougars flood the field. PKs bring agony and elation all rolled up into one. Droner was a cool customer in the ultimate pressure spot, and the accomplishment hit her in the celebration. She was emotional, knowing she came through for her team to win a state title.
Number 3.
Fourth quarter, BC at the 5. Quarterback Dom Campanelli surveying, looking for a receiver. Luca Catita sending a smoke signal in the end zone, has his number called and makes the grab. What a play. We have to run that back. Crusaders in front 42-7 midway through.
Number 2.
Winslow is in the red zone on the next drive. Ruffin looks right, but Tyson jumps the route with room to run. Jamie Tyson takes it all the way for a 77-yard pick six. The senior with a game-changing play as Mainland is in control, leading 21-0.
And the number 1 play of the week.
The Chimeras looking for last-minute magic. Best to the end zone. Danny Cook gets a hand on it. It's in the air, and Cook has an unbelievable interception. What an unreal heads-up play by Danny Cook. The senior with his first career interception, and it's one for the ages. Take a look at this play. Cook was pressed into action when there was an injury to the secondary, and this tip drill pick has Rumson Fairhaven back in the Group 2 state championship game for a second straight year.
A special thanks to RWJ Barnabas Health for inviting us out here to Toms River to see the Field of Dreams up close and personal. That was one of our favorite stories of the year, and a reminder, the reason that we're able to shine a spotlight on athletes in every part of the state is thanks to our partnership with RWJ Barnabas Health. For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next Sunday at 11:30 a.m. for more high school sports on Jersey Sports Zone TV.
Kozlovsky, Mr. Kozlovsky. Sanchez, Miss Sanchez. Parati, Mr. Parati. Mr. Parati.
RWJ Barnabas Health and Seton Hall University Athletics are proud to partner together as we bring better health to all the communities we serve. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding was a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.